The first step in ensuring consistency happens a long time before the bottle actually gets on the line. So for each customer, we're either going to develop or we're going to take from them a guide that outlines all of their expectations. So what parts need to go into it? How do they need to be assembled? What does that label need to look like? So that's a first step, is ensuring that we all have continuity in terms of our understanding of what that finished goods should look like. Our own lab team will then do lab batches and production batch samples to ensure that the customer is happy with the consistency of the product that's going to go in the bottle. After we've completed a successful lab and production batch that the customer has signed off on, in most situations, we'll go ahead and do a small pilot run. So a couple hundred bottles, depending on the customer's requirement, to ensure that the actual finished good meets the customer's expectations. We don't have any questions or concerns that need to be addressed beforehand. Prior to every run, our quality department will work with the operating team to ensure that each piece in the run meets the fill and assembly guide that the customer has given to us. They're going to ensure all part numbers match, lot numbers are printing correctly, all of the details are coming out exactly the way that we want them to. After that, while the product is on the line, each of the operators every 15 minutes are going to check the product that's coming off the line to ensure that the weights are correct, that there's no concerns. Additionally, a first, middle, and end piece will be pulled from the run to ensure continuity over the run. And every hour, operators will check to once again assure that the product that's coming off the line is high quality and matches the customer's expectations. One of the big strengths that we have here at CORECHEM that not every bottler is capable of producing is products that are flammable. Most of these products are going to be alcohol-based. We do also carry licenses so that we can purchase specialized alcohols. This allows us to bottle products like room sprays, personal fragrances, pet fragrance sprays, any other product that does require flammable capabilities. We're able to handle those safely and efficiently. So as far as brands making mistakes as they're heading into the production process, some of the most common ones, actually the most common one, which I think we're all guilty of, is underestimating time. So we'll have customers who come to us with their hair on fire because they have open POs that need to be filled on this really short time frame. And then we determine that your bottles, your tops, your labels are on an extended lead time. Obviously, the earlier in the process that you can come to us, the better. That allows us the ability to plan with you and help you succeed. We're always up for a challenge, so we'll take somebody who comes to us, once again, with their hair on fire. We've all been there. But giving yourself sufficient time to ensure success is huge. That is really the biggest mistake we see. Some secondary mistakes would probably have to do with customers ensuring that the formula that they're bringing us is really ready for production. We do have lab services here where we work with customers on research and development, but if a customer comes to us with a formula that they believe is ready for production, we're going to assume that that information is correct. So we have had situations where a customer came to us with a formula that was ready for bottling, and we determined after the fact that in fact that formula needed additions to make it stable over the long term. So ensuring that the product that you're bringing us is really ready for bottling, or being fully aware that you need help in development, that's going to help us to help you succeed and avoid big mistakes. So every customer's project is going to be different. At the initial phases of development, we're going to look at the packaging that customer has chosen, or work with the customer to choose packaging, and then assess if that particular packaging already works with our line's capabilities. Most bottles do. In a case where a customer has unique packaging that requires a specification we can't meet, we would look and see if an investment in tooling made sense, and work with the customer towards a solution that would allow us to use the packaging that they've chosen. Growing is hard. Growing hurts. That's just the reality of it. I think for a brand that's looking to scale, the most important thing that you can do for yourself and for us, as much as possible, is allow for time. Know your numbers. The more information you can come to us, the better equipped we can be to make you successful. What are your annual volumes? Where are you going to be distributing this product? What are the lead times that we need to accommodate? What are all the things that you know in advance are pinch points? Because the more you can tell us about the problems that you're facing as you're seeking to scale, the better we can tailor solutions to make you successful in scaling. I think that one is something I think all of us experience every day, which is the discomfort and fear that comes from a loss of control. So you take this thing that you've loved, you've taken care of, you've developed it, and then you have to give it to someone else to actually bring it from an idea to fruition. And that is a really scary concept. We have customers who, one customer I think of in particular, this was kind of like the pinnacle, the crowning achievement of his whole career, was bringing this particular product into the marketplace. And so bringing that to us and letting us then be the ones who actually put it in a box, get that thing onto a shelf, there's a lot of trust that's involved with that. So I think that's always going to be the hardest thing for a brand, and that's why it's so important to work with a company who runs with integrity. That's something that we really value here. Trustworthiness is one of our values. If we make a mistake, we're going to make it right. So knowing that you're working with someone who takes that sort of ownership, who applies that golden rule to a product, they look at it and say, if this had my name on it, is this what I would want to go into a customer's hands? And that's the concern that we place in every product that comes off of our line for our customers, because we understand what a meaningful commitment that customer has made when they put their product into our hands to bring to market.